The Cats have had a runner, the leadoff man, get on. It's an E4. Tough, hard-hit ball there. Lathrop's going on the pitch. Pitch is low. The throw to second late. Luckily,
and that's the aggressiveness that I'm talking about. I was about to say that. Do you send him here on the first pitch?
And he did effortlessly, didn't he? He's at second base. 2 stolen bases in the ball game for the Cats now. Actually, 3.
And what does Jamie have a hit yet?
No, he's walked and got on by an error.
So I would have gave him a hit there. Now, if he got a hit before that, then okay. So he haven't had a hit yet. I'll give him a hit on that one.
He needed to make it back-to-back days with hits, right?
Yeah.
Runner at second, a 2-0 count to Medley. This one missed high, 3-0. Bobby has flown out to right and walked. Walked with the bases loaded his last time up as the count's 3-0. He's one of those guys. Bobby's kind of an aggressive guy. He's not one to walk.
No, and
this one right down the middle, and it's 3-1. Might have had the red light there.
But, with the pitcher right now who's struggling, I mean, he's not even at times even near the plate. He's struggling throwing strikes. It's hard to go up there and be aggressive to swing at anything.
Pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 4.
Because you don't
5 walks.
Because you don't want to go up there swinging at something that's not even near the plate. So it's kind of hard with guys like this. It's kind of hard to be aggressive because you swing at bad pitches.
You feel like you're giving him an out.
You're helping him out, and you'll get back to the dugout with your coach yelling at you.
That's not fun, is it? No matter dugout or sideline or anything. Is now Jordan Dixon will come to the plate. He's flown out to center back-to-back times. 0 for 2 as he shows bunt, pulls back as the pitch misses outside. It's 1-0. You got the speedy Jamie Lathrop at second, then almost just as quick, I would say, Bobby Medley at first. Who's faster? You've seen him.
Jamie.
By how much? Have a wide receiver. It's a bunt out straight to the pitcher's mound. They try to go over to third, and not in time. They tried to go to third and get Jamie. It was a bang-bang play as he slid in just ahead, and the bases are loaded as Jordan Dixon reaches on the fielder's choice.
But I would go with Jamie because sometimes I feel like Bobby jogs a little bit.
You're not afraid to call him out on it? Bases loaded for the Cats as Zach Griffith will step to the plate. Cats have 3 hits on the afternoon, but none in this inning.
I have to call him out because I'm a Ravens fan. He's a Pittsburgh fan.
And this one hits and goes to the backstop as it bounced off the plate, and Jamie Lathrop scores, and it's 5-0 Cats.
And I believe that's going to be his night.
Yep, the wild pitch, and now Coach Miller's making a slow walk out to the mound, and a 1-0 count. It looks like there's going to be a pitching change. As Nick kind of just watching as they bring him out, and looks like they're going to bring in Chris Spiess. He's coming in with a glove on. I don't know if he'll pitch, if he's just coming out to play in a position, but it looks like he's headed toward the mound, so they are having a
I will say this,
change.
If there's anybody from Graham listening.
His name was,
We're not sure about the last name.
We know his name is Chris. We could get that from the lineup card, but the rest of it's kind of scrawled out on a
So we apologize.
Yep, if his last name isn't Speech, just tweet us at VHS Bearcat Radio. We're not afraid. That could be another shout-out here, getting a name right. So, with the pitching change, we'll take a quick commercial break. Cats lead 5-0. Runners are on first and third when we get back.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a Shelter Pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org. This message has been brought to you by the Humane Society of the United States, Maddie's Fund, and the Ad Council.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say?
Welcome back as we're back to action. First pitch missed inside, and the count's 2-0 to Zach Griffith. Some changes here as Colton Wimmer moves from short to catcher. Chris Spees, the new pitcher, has come in for the old catcher, Howie Spencer. Spees is now on the mound. The count's now 3-0. That one missed. And then, what else am I missing? Am I missing anything? And shortstop now is Miller, who was the pitcher there earlier, Nick Miller. That one's a called strike, and it's 3-1.
I believe you have it.
I believe I have it pretty well. It's hard to get those switches in this because there's no announcements.
Yeah, when you move multiple guys around.
So Miller's at short as Spees works, and this one's ball 4. Spees, a lefty, came out of the dugout there, so it was a pure switch. It wasn't just a rotation. That's the thing about high school. Usually you are missing.
We got a lefty versus lefty matchup here.
Yeah, you don't see these very often as Griffith walks and the bases are loaded for the Cats.
No outs.
Medley's at third, Dixon at second, and now over at first is Griffith. As that one misses outside, it's 1-0. That was 6 walks now in the ballgame. That was the first issued by Spees as he walks his first batter. That one missed again. As Anderson waits on deck, this one missed high, 2-0.
Has I don't know, I'm trying to, is he kind of falling down in his delivery? His delivery just...
Yeah, he's kind of falling off to the third base side as a lefty. Coming way out as that one catches the corner, 2-1. Cats lead 5-0 if you're just tuning in on this Tuesday afternoon, first day of May. And it's felt like May finally. It felt like summertime finally. Here's the 2-1. This one's hit up the middle past a diving Mounts at second and rolls into center field. 1 run scores. They'll test 2, and he gets in standing up as Dixon scores, and it's 7-0 Cats. A 2 RBI single. And also moving from first to third there was Griffith. So Lewis comes through with a 2-run single.
On a lefty versus lefty matchup. That's
definitely a nice thing to add to your afternoon. That was the 4th hit of the afternoon for the Cats. And now 7-0 they lead as Anderson comes to the plate. Runners on the corners. That one called strike inside corner, 0-1.
Still nobody out.
So, yeah, we talk about superstition, and really what the funny thing is like you're in football and we're talking about girls basketball. Really superstition is rooted in baseball. This one's lined into left field. One run will score. Spencer comes in to field it and gets it in. Runners at first and second. An RBI single, though, by Tyler Anderson as it scores Griffith from third base, and it's 8-0 Cats.
And that's where, to be honest with you, it stems from baseball. I played baseball, and you use the same bat, and you wouldn't wash your socks, and just different things. And if you were getting hits or you were playing well, you just kept with the same routine. So it stems from baseball.
That one missed outside. So you played some baseball. How long did you play?
Played all the way. I started playing in Little League, and I played all the way through high school. It's interesting. Baseball was actually my first love, and freshman year in high school, I don't know, something switched, and I ended up loving playing football. Baseball became boring. Couldn't hit anybody. It's interesting. I used to always try to. I never had to slide at home, but I always ended up trying to run over the catcher at home. It just
physical.
Yeah, it was just there was no contact anymore. Baseball is just a sport that, if like earlier, Zach was dominating. So as a infielder, outfielder, you're really not doing anything. He's dominating, which is a good thing. You want a pitcher playing well, pitching well, but you can't really affect the game. And then even as a hitter, you get maybe 3, maybe 4 at bats a game. It limited how many times you can affect the game.
3-0 count. This one misses outside. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Cats as Haas takes 4 straight there.
We're going to get another mound visit here.
That's 7 walks by Graham pitchers this afternoon. And definitely probably not what Coach Miller was expecting when he brought in Chris Spees.
But with football, you can affect every play. Basketball, you can affect pretty much every play on, steal, rebound, pass. But it's like I was speaking earlier about, Zach. Zach was dominating. It's hard for you to do anything when your pitcher's on. And then, like I said, you might get 3 or 4 at bats. Well, if you're hitting well at the time, the other team just puts you on base. So literally, you can play a game and not affect the game at all.
Now Graham, it appears, is going to make a change. Cats lead 8-0, and they're going
14? Is there a 14?
Number 14 has come into the game.
That's
Oster, the first baseman. He'll now pitch. I don't know who's going to be playing first, but let's take a commercial break. We'll get it sorted out. It's always a fun thing to do. So we'll be right back here on Bearcat Radio. 7-0 or 8-0. Cats lead it. We'll be back.
Whoa. Long time no see. It's me, the Rock T-shirt in the back of your closet. Dude, remember? You crowd surfed in me, man. But you haven't worn me in like forever. I get it, you're retired, but I still got some rock left in me. So take me to Goodwill, where I can really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff. Create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
In the wake of a disaster, what one thing can you send that will help people the most? A blanket, a tent, a sandbag, a doctor. Actually, if you send a monetary donation, you send all these things. Even a small donation can make a big impact and can quickly become exactly what people affected by disaster need most.
In the wake of a hurricane, your monetary donation can make a huge difference to those in need. To donate, visit supporthurricanerelief.org. That's supporthurricanerelief.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
A ranger station.
I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's just letting you know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines,